everybody. How are you all? I hope everyone is doing fine, right? Okay, thank you. And so, let me inform you something that I have changed the name of my channel as Max Made Easy. So please make it a note. And welcome to my channel Max Made Easy. So, and today in our today's class, let us learn about real numbers. And real numbers, I will explain our first concept, that is Euclid's division algorithm. So before going to exercise, and exercise 1.1 is related to Euclid's division algorithm. So before going to exercise 1.1, let us learn about Euclid's division algorithm. So what is Euclid's division algorithm? What does it say? Euclid's division algorithm says that any real number, for suppose I am taking A as the real number, it can be represented in the form of BQ plus R. Yes, any real number can be represented in the form of BQ plus R. Here our B is the quotient, divisor. Our B is what? Divisor, and Q represents quotient and R represents remainder. Yes, the Euclid's division algorithm says that any real number, whatever the real number you want, you can take, and that can be represented in the form of A is equal to BQ plus R. Yes, so here this becomes our dividend, and this completely is the division rule which we used to do in our lower classes. Understood? The same division rule is called Euclid's division algorithm. Clear? So let me explain this with an example. First let us take simple examples. I want divide 32 by 6. Yes. So if I divide 32 by 6, then 6 5s 30, and 2 is the remainder here, and 5 is the quotient here. Right? So if I want to get 32, then I can write 32 is equal to divisor is 6 into quotient, that is 6 into 5 plus remainder is 2. Yes. So this is in the form of A is equal to B into Q plus R. Right. So whatever the number I am taking for dividing, that number becomes my divisor, right? B. And whatever the quotient I am getting here, that becomes Q, that is 5. And whatever the remainder 2 I am getting here, that becomes the small r. Understood? So this is Euclid's division algorithm. Understood? And this method is very useful to find HCF. Yes? Previously in our lower classes, we used to find HCF by continued division method. Right? But now in our 10th class, we have to do by using Euclid's division algorithm. Okay? So let us go to our exercise 1.1 now. I hope everyone understood what is Euclid's division algorithm, right? Okay. So now exercise 1.1, first question. The question goes like this. Use Euclid's division algorithm to find the HCF of, first one, 3 bits are given here. First bit is 900 and 270, and second bit is 996 and 38,220, and third bit is 1651 and 2032. Okay. So here 3 bits are given. I will do first bit and third bit, and leave second bit for you to do as practice. Okay. So now let us do first bit. So what are the numbers here? 900 and 270. Right. So always A will be greater than B. Right. So 900 is greater than 270. Correct. So what I have to do means, first I have to divide 900 with 270. Yes, 900 divided by 270. Yes, 270 should be in the brackets, means 270 is the divisor and 900 becomes the dividend. Right? Previously whatever I have written, that is wrong. Now whatever I have written, that is correct. Clear? Always divisor will be smaller number and dividend will be greater number. Clear? So now 27. So 27 into 2, 54. 27 into 3, 3 sevens 21, 81. Yes. So if I take 0 here, 0, 0. So here also 0, here also 0. So 27, 270 into 2 is 540 and 270 into 3 is 810. How about 270 into 4? 4 sevens 28, 4 to 1480, right? This will be greater number, so that we should not take this. Only this we have to take. How many times? 3 times 810. So what is the remainder we are getting here? 90, correct? 900 minus 810 is 90. Yes, now we have to take this in the form of Euclid's division algorithm. So this becomes smaller. This is the small q and this is small b and this becomes small a. So we have to write as 900 is equal to b into q, right? 270 into 3 plus 90. Yes, but till we get remainder 0, we have to continue this process. Clear? When we get remainder 0, then we can choose the HCF. Clear? For which divisor we are getting remainder 0, that divisor becomes, means for which value of b we are getting the 0 remainder, then that b becomes HCF. Clear? So now, but we are getting remainder 90 here. So again we have to continue with the process by taking 270 as b and 90 as b and 270 as a now. Clear? So 270 is greater than 90. So now again 90 table we have to divide 270. Clear? I hope everyone knows 9 table, right? 9 3 is 27. So 93 is 270. So here we are getting remainder 0 and this is q and this is our b value now. Clear? So now I am writing 270 is equal to, so what is the d value? 90 into q value is 3 plus remainder is 0. Now we have to stop our process. Why? Because we got remainder 0. Right? So now for which divisor, means for which value of b we got remainder 0, that becomes the HCF. Therefore HCF is equal to how much? 90. Understood? This is how we have to do using Euclid's division algorithm. Clear? Shall I do the remaining? Will you do on your own? Yes? Please try on your own and please mention your answer in the comment section. Clear? I hope everyone understood first problem, right? Okay, thank you. Now let us move to our second problem. So what is given in second problem? So second question, use Euclid's division lemma, is nothing but division algorithm only, to show that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5, where q is some integer, where q is some integer. Okay, so now we have to prove that this 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5 is any positive odd integer by using what? Euclid's division lemma, right? So if this is 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5, then clearly we can see that b value is how much from here? B value is 6, right? So by using Euclid's division lemma, any real number can be written in the form A is equal to BQ plus R. So now he has given 6Q plus 1, 6Q plus 3 or 6Q plus 5. So A is equal to according to problem we'll take. Okay, according to problem, I'm dividing this board because I'm not talking. Not, I will write it in one sentence from here. According to problem, B is equal to 6, right? So R is equal to, so what are the possible values of, if B is equal to 6 means if a number is divided by 6, then what are the possible values of remainder? We get some 6 values of remainder, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So these are the possible values of remainder. Yes. So let us see now. If R is equal to 0, then A is equal to, if I substitute B as 6 here, 6Q plus 0 is equal to 6Q. So any number multiplied by 6 is what? Even number, right? Even number. Yes. Next, if R is equal to 1, then A is equal to 6Q plus 1, right? This is what? Even number, right? Odd number, if we add 1 to even number, then we will get odd number, right? See here, 2 plus 1 is what? 3. 3 is an odd number. 4 plus 1 is 5. If I add 1 to any even number, then what I am getting? Odd number. That's why 6Q plus 1 is what? Odd number. Clear? Next. So just wait. I am not possible here to complete the solution, so I am erasing this one. So next, if R is equal to 2, then A is equal to, so A is equal to, in the form of A is equal to BQ plus R, right? So 6Q plus 2. Yes. This is even number plus even number. Even number plus even number is always even number, right? Therefore, this is even number. If R is equal to 3, then A is equal to 6Q plus 3. This is what? Odd number. Right? Next, if R is equal to 4, then A is equal to 6Q plus 4. This is what? Even number. Right? Next, last but not least, if R is equal to 5, then A is equal to 6Q plus 5. This is what? Odd number. Yes. So from where we got odd number now? If R is equal to 1, then A is equal to 6Q plus 1. This is odd number. If R is equal to 3, A is equal to 6Q plus 3. This is odd number. And if R is equal to 5, A is equal to 6Q plus 5 is an odd number. Therefore, Q plus 1 are any positive integer, I can write any positive odd integer, right? It's not odd number or odd integer, okay? Odd integer is of the form. What are the required forms we are getting here? 6Q plus 1 or 6Q plus 3 or 6Q plus 5. Okay? So this is our second solution. I hope everybody understood second solution also, right? Yes. Okay. Thank you. So these are the first two solutions of our first two problems of exercise 1. Let us continue our class, and we are in our third problem. So the third problem goes like this, that is, use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1. So by Euclid's division lemma, any positive integer can be written in the form of, okay, a is equal to bq plus r. But here he has given that a is equal to 3p, right? So from this we can clearly know that this implies b is equal to 3, right? So a is equal to 3p. First to take squaring on both sides. So a square is equal to 3p whole square. So a square is equal to 9p square. So that is equal to, if not, let us take a is equal to q, 3q, something like that, so that we will get the value afterwards. Okay. So let a is equal to 3q implies b is equal to 3, means the divisor is 3 here, okay, and remainder is 0. Okay. So now a is equal to 3q, squaring on both sides, a square is equal to 3q whole square. So here also we get 9q square. So 9 I can write as 3 into 3q square, right? So this is equal to 3p, where p is equal to 3q square. Okay. So this is the first condition. Or we have to take 3p plus 1 form also we should get. So means remainder 1. So let a is equal to some 3q plus 1 I am taking. Okay. Now what I will do means I will take squaring on both sides now also. So squaring on both sides. If we do squaring on both sides, then I will get a square is equal to 3q plus 1 whole square. Okay. So that is equal to so 3q plus 1 whole square means a plus b whole square, that is 9q square plus 1 plus 6q. Okay. So next step what I will do means I will take 9q square plus 6q plus 1. Okay. 9 and 6 both are multiples of 3. I can take 3 common in both. So 3 into 3q square plus 2q plus 1. Okay. So this is equal to 3p plus 1. Here p is equal to 3q square plus 2q. Okay. So last step I am writing continuously here. Therefore, square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1. Okay. So this is the third problem. Next, let us see our fourth problem. Next problem, question number 4. Fourth question, use Euclid's division lemma to show that cube of any positive integer is of the form, okay, this is 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Okay, so now we have to show that cube of any positive integer. Cube means multiplying the same number 3 times. For suppose 1 into 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 into 2 is 8, means nothing but 2 cube. Like that, if we take cube of any positive integer, then it will be of the form 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. That we have to prove now. Okay, so but can we take divisor as 9? Yes, if we take divisor as 9, it will be very lengthy, right? We have to do cubing for 8 times, means it will be lengthy. So for that sake, we can use some logic here. What is that logic means? See here, 0, 9m can be written as 9m plus 0 is nothing but 0 cube. 1 is nothing but 1 cube, and 8 is nothing but 2 cube, right? So if we observe clearly, then 0 cube, 1 cube, 2 cube. Anyhow, we are taking cubes, no? Cube. So what are the possible values of r here? 0, 1, 2. So when r has 3 possible values, 0, 1, 2, then we can take divisor b as 3 only, no? Yes, the same I am doing here. So solution by Euclid's division lemma, any positive integer is of the form a is equal to bq plus r, where I am not writing this condition, then onwards I am forgetting, very sorry, this condition is very very important, where 0 less than or equal to r less than b. Okay, so now I said that possible values of r are 0, 1, 2. Therefore, b is equal to 3, comma, r is equal to 0, 1, 2. Okay, so now we can take b as 3 and r as 0, 1, 2 in substituting in this equation, then we will get all the 3 conditions. Okay, so when r is equal to 0, if r is equal to 0, then a is equal to 3 cube. Yes, so now cubing on both sides. So a cube is equal to 3 cube whole cube, that is equal to 27 cube, right? So a cube is equal to, so if I take 9 common, 9 as outside, then 9 into 3 cube is nothing but 9 into some m. Here m is equal to 3 cube. Okay, so this is the first condition. Second condition, if r is equal to 1, then a is equal to 3 cube plus 1. Here also cubing on both sides. If we do cubing on both sides, then we will get a cube is equal to 3 cube plus 1 whole cube. Okay, so a cube is equal to, so a plus b whole cube, a cube, that is 27 cube plus b cube is 1 plus 3a square b, means 3 into a square b, 9 q square into 1, so 3 into 9, again 27 q square plus AB 3AB square, so 3 into 3 is 9q. Okay, so again this I can write as, this is equal to, here also I can take 9, 27 means I can take 9 common, 9 into 3q cube plus 3q square plus q plus 1, right? So this I can write as a cube is equal to, so 9 into m plus 1, right? Here m is equal to, so what is the value of m we got? 3q cube plus 3q square plus q. Okay, in the same way, now if r is equal to 2, then a is equal to 3q plus 2, cubing on both sides. Then a cube is equal to 3q plus 2 whole cube now. So that is equal to a cube means same 27q cube plus b cube means 8 plus 3a square b, 3 into 9, 27 into 2, 54 q plus 3a b square, 3 into 3, 9, 9 into b square is 2 square is 4, 9 into 4, 36 q, this is, sorry, here q square. Okay, so now here also 27, 54, 36 are all multiples of 9, right? So here I can take 9 common in 3 numbers, then 9 table 27 3 times, 3q cube plus 9 table 54 6 times, 6q square plus 36 4 times, 4q plus 8. Why? Because 8 is not possible in 9 table. So that is equal to 9m plus 8. Here m is equal to 3q square plus 6q plus 4 plus 6q square plus 4q. Okay, and last step we have to write that therefore any positive cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m. Here onwards again the same we have to write therefore cube of any positive integer is of the form. Here my board is not sufficient, that's why I am saying the last step, cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Okay, this is the fourth problem, very important problem. Next, fifth problem. So let us see what is there in the fifth problem, last problem in our exercise 1.1. Okay, fifth problem. Show that one and only one out of n plus 2, n plus 4 are divisible by 3, where n is any positive integer, where n is any positive integer. Okay, so now let us prove this fifth problem now. Solution. Show that one and only one out of n plus 2 and n plus 4 are divisible by 3. So here also we can use by using Euclid's division lemma, if not Euclid's division algorithm. B is equal to 3. So R is equal to 0, 1, 2. Okay. So now I can take A is equal to, if not n is equal to 3 cube. Okay. Or n is equal to, sorry, okay, n is equal to 3 cube plus 1. And third case, n is equal to 3 cube plus 2. Okay. So if n is equal to 3 cube, just multiple of 3. So it is divisible by, okay, 3 cube. Then n plus 2 is equal to 3 cube plus 2. N plus 4 is equal to 3 cube plus 4. Right. So here 3 cube is divisible by 3. Correct only, no? Remaining are not divisible. Next, come here. n plus 2 is equal to 3q plus 1 plus 2, that is 3q plus 3. Yes, so this one also, here n plus 2 is 3q plus 3 is divisible by 3. So n plus 4 is equal to 3q plus 1 plus 4, that is 3q plus 5. So here also, here 3q plus 3 is divisible by 3. Only, yes, only 3q plus 3 is divisible by 3. Here only 3q is divisible by 3. Next, n plus 2 is equal to 3q plus 2 plus 2. So that is 3q plus 4. Yes, this is not divisible, this is not divisible. Next, n plus 4 is equal to 3q plus 2 plus 4. So 3q plus 6. So here also only 3q plus 6 is divisible by 3, right? Therefore, only one and only out of only one out of n plus 2 comma n plus 4 is divisible by 3. Okay, so for every condition, for every number, we have to check all three conditions: n plus 2, n plus 4. Here also n plus 2, n plus 4. Here also n plus 2, n plus 4. But if we check all the three conditions, only one, that is 3q is divisible here. And here also only 3q plus 3, that is n plus 2 is divisible, right? And here also only 3q plus 6, that is n plus 4 is divisible. That's why one and only one out of n plus 2, n plus 4 is divisible by 3. Understood? So this is our fifth problem. So with this I have completed exercise 1.1 completely. Yes, and I hope everyone understood all the 5 problems, and whatever I have left for revision for your practice those problems so that you can understand the subject well. And that's all for today. Take care.